G-Tube Network Radio. Hi, this is Gary C. Clement, and welcome to another episode of G-Tube Network Radio. Today on the show, we have Demetria McKinney, who stars on Tyler Perry's House of Payne as Janine. She's also a singer and a strong family person. She's here today to talk about working in Washington, D.C. in an upcoming awards show called the Spirit Awards with Vivica A. Fox, and then to talk about her longtime friend, Mr. Tyler Perry.
Growing up, born in New Mexico, Albuquerque, I'm a military brat. My mother and father were Air Force. So moved around a whole lot. The place I was raised in high school was Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I am surrounded by kids. I have a big family. Every family has issues. So, and from there moved from Florida to Atlanta, and I've been working here ever since.
Cool. Okay, great. So, I understand you have an upcoming performance in Washington, D.C. What was it like to get a call or whatnot to perform on that, production?
Oh, my goodness. To be invited for the Spirit Awards was an honor. They could have chosen so many other people who have a bit more of a name in the singing industry. I'm going to be performing at least 30 minutes while I'm up there, so it was an honor. I've gotten a chance to meet with Miss Vivica Fox, who's going to be hosting. She's a sweetheart. Looking forward to comparing fashion notes. So it's going to be great. I'm really excited.
I see. Okay, great. And I understand you have a current song out right now that's on iTunes and some other places. What's that song?
I have a song called Takeaway, which is an R&B up-tempo ballad. It's available on iTunes right there under my name, Demetria McKinney.
Oh, great. Okay, so what's the message or what's the story behind this song?
The story behind that song is okay, I'm really feeling you. I'm in love. I'm happy. Let's not change it. You know what I mean?
Right, I see.
It's a feel-good, in-love summer song.
I see. Okay, great. As far as Tyler Perry, how did you first meet Tyler Perry?
Oh, wow, that was God. I was pursuing singing, and the people who were managing me at the time thought it would be really good exposure to get involved with a play. And the play I was doing had about 30 people in the audience in Dothan, Alabama, and Mr. Tyler Perry was one of them. He asked for my information after the show, and it's been a go ever since.
Oh, great. Cool. So,
yeah.
I guess, prior to that, I'm pretty sure you were a fan of his and, watched and, had seen his, plays and stuff before that, I would guess.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We went to sleep watching his plays. Like, each night, we made it a family thing.
I see. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So and then after that, at what point did you become involved with him to kind of start, portraying roles or be a part of his plays?
Well, literally, he asked for my information. I was at intermission for the play I was doing in Dothan, and he was waiting at my dressing room to get my information. And I was like, okay, I have to get ready for the next thing. Can you wait till the end of the show? Which, looking back, may not have been the smartest thing for me to do. But I guess it showed him that I was really dedicated to whatever project I was working on. So he actually waited, and I got the call for Meet the Browns, the touring play, about 4 months after that. And it's been going ever since. He's asked me to do Why Did I Get Married? I've done a stint on What's Done in the Dark, of course, House of Payne. I did Medea's Family Christmas. So, he's kept me busy.
Oh, that's great. Excellent. Cool. Especially in these lean times, right?
Exactly.
Right. Cool. Okay. So what has it been like, to portray Janine on House of Payne?
Portraying Janine has been a journey, and it's been an eye-opening experience for me because we know she started as a substance abuser. What people may not be aware of is that she was supposed to be there for 4 episodes and then kind of fade away, like a lot of times happens. But the visionary that Mr. Perry he decided to take that character and show a way out. So going through the life as Janine has been a transitional journey for me. I have family members in that position, and until you've gotten a chance to walk in their shoes, you may not have as much empathy and compassion as you should. So it's been a learning process, and I'm loving the fact that she gets to come out of it, and that I see people come up to me and say, you know, that was my story. That helped me. When I got weak, I went and saw what Janine did. You know, it raised issues for my family to talk about. So it's been a wonderful journey.
I see. Cool. Okay. So would you say that, you know, her character is anything like who you are in real life, or?
As far as being a survivor, yes. As far as drugs, definitely no. But a loving mom, a God-fearing woman, a woman who's made some wrong choices in her life, yeah, we're very relatable. And I love that despite her fall, she is still strong.
I see. Okay, cool. So it seems that Tyler Perry's, you know, idea was basically to present a strong family structure in the Payne family, you know, in contrast to, you know, Cliff Huxtable and the Huxtables, you know, years ago on the Cosby Show. You know, these are hard-working, everyday, ordinary kind of people here. You know, what makes this story, you know, special just right out of the box, you know, in this new world we live in now?
What makes the story so special in this world we live now is that it hasn't been told since the Cosby Show. I can't recall a show that me, my brothers, my parents, my cousins, all of us would plan to actually get together to watch. Not just because it was fun entertainment, but because it let us know that this life is possible. We can get through this, and we can all survive together. The whole family can make it. The whole family can stick by one another. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the issues we tackle, everything from AIDS awareness to teen pregnancy, obesity, weed, drugs, marriage, divorce, relationships, job searches, marital bliss, and other. You know, so there are a lot of things that we kind of cover that most shows really try to avoid because it's too much too real.
Right.
It's too close to home.
I see.
But I love that he's found a formula where we're able to discuss those things in those situations without mocking or diminishing them, but actually opening up a forum for conversation.
I see. Great. Okay, cool. Because I was going to say, yeah, you know, the drug issues, did that kind of catch you off guard or whatnot at first? Because I saw a couple of episodes where, you know, Janine was really like down out in the dumps and stuff and didn't want anybody to help her. And, you know, and it was just a very awkward situation. So how did, you know, were you allowed to basically just bring the best of her out in those, you know, situations, or that stuff was written for you, or just how much creativity did they allow you to put into those parts?
One of the beautiful things about working for Mr. Perry is that he is a visionary, but that vision includes you. He sees what you're capable of. He trusts the people that he works with, and he gives us a lot of rope to play around in the yard. So there are definitely parameters that he set, but he never makes us feel ashamed or afraid to try anything. It doesn't always work. It may not always fit. But when it does, he keeps it. He lets us ride with it. I actually did a lot of research for Janine. I went to actual places I knew were habitated by people going through those situations. I smelled what they were living in. I watched what they did to get what they were, you know what I mean? So I really had to kind of engross myself in it to kind of understand it before I had to portray it. So a lot of what you saw was well written by the writers, Mr. Perry, and the idea, but he did definitely let me bring in pieces of what I had seen and experienced in my own life and study as well.
I see. Okay. What's a normal, you know, I guess, you know, once you get up in the morning and get ready to go to the set, you know, what's a normal day for you on the set of House of Payne?
There is nothing normal about the House of Payne set. That's the norm. There is nothing. There is nothing normal. How can it be? You're working with people like Matt Davis, who plays Curtis. He is truly an idiot in real life. We have so much fun, so you never know what to expect. Aside from, there will definitely be a family prayer. Everybody's going to circle up. Crew, catering, cast, everybody's going to circle up and pray. There was usually a table reading, which sometimes meant, okay, we're going to start from scratch today, and we're going to finish this episode today, and we're going to be out by 6 because I know you were all capable of it. And everybody made that effort, and we made it happen somehow. So there was never really a day where it was just like, oh, you know, it's humdrum. There was always something exciting. There was always news. There was always fun. So it was never normal on that set.
Right. Are you all on hiatus right now, or what's happening right now?
We have been on hiatus since last December.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we've got so many new episodes in the can already that we've been able to take a break and pursue other things. I mean, he does not play on the work schedule, which is great because then you're getting to see your work as you go, but then you're still getting to promote yourself and look for other opportunities as well.
Interesting. Good. Okay, cool. So just tell me, what have been some of the things that you've been doing, I guess, since you were on hiatus for so long?
Oh, my goodness. I have been figuring out that I have to strike while the iron is hot. The notoriety or whatnot that I've gotten from House of Payne has opened up a lot of doors, not only philanthropically. I've been able to speak to a lot of kids. I've been able to go and mentor to schools. I've been able to talk about substance and physical and spousal and all of this other kind of abuse. I've had a platform to kind of help others up. But now, this last hiatus, I realized that I need to use my platform to get people to know me. It's a beautiful thing for people to walk up and say, "You're Janine," and to be known for your work. That is one of the biggest compliments anybody can pay me. But at the end of this, I want people to know who I was too, and I want to express it through my music.
I see.
So I've been working on my music project very heavily with Music Soul Child. I'm in talks with Bangladesh. I've worked with Brian Michael Cox. So it's going to be really, really nice. I'm very excited and nervous at the same time, but it's time. So I'm taking this time to explore that part of me.
I see. Cool. Will this be your first album or your first project, I guess?
It will. It will.
Okay. Cool. So as a singer, other than Brian Michael Cox and Music Soul Child, who else have you had the opportunity to work with this year?
I am an equal opportunity learner. So I've gotten a chance to work with, like you said, Music Soul Child, Brian Michael Cox, but there are also some great up-and-coming producers. Jada, Tina Herman Johnson. I've talked with Triggy, who is an up-and-coming. He's been responsible for a lot of Rihanna stuff. But I've got a nice array of producers. So I really wanted to kind of keep it to a certain parameter for now,
right?
And really focus on learning what exactly I wanted my sound to be, what I wanted my look to be, how I wanted to introduce myself, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
That's right.
And these are the people that I wanted to start that first impression with.
I see. Right. Okay, cool. So as far as your singing, that comes to you by way of church maybe, or
yes.
Okay, go ahead. Talk
you already know. Grew up in church. And I was singing in both the youth and the adult choir. I was doing leads. I directed the choir for a while. So even aside from that, singing was therapeutic. I had a couple of situations at home that did not necessarily make for the best environment, and music was always my escape.
I see. Interesting. Okay, cool. So as far as, people that you like to listen to, what music do you listen to?
Rest in peace. Whitney Houston will never fade away. That was who made me want to sing even before I knew I could, do anything gospel-wise or other. I love Whitney Houston. Of course, I'm very, very happy for Beyonce, Rihanna's, all of them, but Whitney Houston, Shaka Khan, Aretha Franklin, Anita Baker, all of those women who kind of paved the way for us to sound as voluptuous, beautiful, and passionate as we do now today are the people that I really, really look forward to. I
see. Right. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So as far as, young people are concerned, because you mentioned something about kids and stuff, working with kids, before, I guess what's your message to them? What do they, see, I guess, when they see you, or what do they have to say about you when they see you performing, that kind of thing?
The biggest thing that I think I've heard about people when they see me after a performance or just watching me on the show has been, wow, look at her, I want to be like her, but they don't recognize that I was them. They're already me. Anybody is capable of achieving their dreams, regardless of what circumstances are thrown at you. I'm a product of sexual molestation. I am a product of of spousal abuse. I've had my share of downs, but it's what happens afterwards that really matters. If you choose to stay in that, you'll never get to see your true potential. You'll never get to rise to the occasion God has set up for you.
Right.
But if you look at every opportunity for what it's supposed to be, everything that happens to you is so you can help the next person who's going to go through it. So once they get past the oh, that's her and the da-da-da-da-da, I want them to see a real person. I want them to see a person who is going through I went through the peer pressure. I had the opportunity to experience with drugs. I had sexual friends around me who were trying to impression me with that, you know. So my biggest thing with the kids is to let them know not to grow up so fast. You're going to have an opportunity to do that. And don't let situations that come up to you define who you are. That's a situation, that's a circumstance that is not you.
I see. Gotcha. Okay, cool. And I think I missed something that says here, celebrating our brothers, which is the theme of the events during in D.C. Did that have any kind of, you know, once you found out about that, did that kind of, you know, sway you, I guess, in a sense, to try to be a part of this event? Or
It definitely did. It definitely did. We as a people do not take the time to encourage each other the way we should. And in the news, in the media, on TV, even the acting roles, everything shows one side of the coin. And this is an opportunity for us to flip it and to make people aware that there are some people, our men, are doing some amazing things. There are some positive people in our community who have made an impact on the community as a whole. So when the opportunity came, it was a blessing. It was an honor. Really looking forward to it. They're letting me sing, and that's huge for me at such an event. I mean, Mr. Michael Basin, all of these different people. Vivica Fox, I got a chance to meet her. She's going to be hosting. Mm-hmm. And just being surrounded by positive people doing positive things. I'm really looking forward to it.
And I know there are a lot of people that have contributed to your success over the years. Would you care to list them really quickly, please?
This group of young people, guys, girls, old, young, who have supported me from the very beginning. Iesha Marie, Faith Brown, Shelby, Sydney, all of Carapoo, all of these people have kept me relevant and in their prayers and encouraged me on a daily basis, whether it's through Twitter, Instagram. Iesha Marie has a website called Dee Dee's World, and she's got stuff up there that I don't even have access to about me.
Wow.
So I just want to shout them out and tell them thank you for everything that they do. They do not know how much they inspire me on the daily.
So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of G-Tube Network Radio. And my name is Gary Clement. On today's episode, we had the incomparable Miss Demetria McKinney, who portrays Janine on Tyler Perry's House of Payne. As we leave, she's singing Take Away, her latest single, available on iTunes and Amazon, everywhere.